Focus on your goal. The underworld critters are meaner than anything. Sharp shirt. Glad you covered that up. incoming terminal. Lethal weapons. That'll come in handy. Toxanol's offshore drilling caused oily matter to spread with the rain and contaminate both the groundwater and open surf. The long-lasting effect this had on the evolution of wildlife was, as we know now, the only reason we came to exist. We are lonesome animals that spend all our life trying to be less lonesome. Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. He's got the Googlide functional. You'll have a pull hook and a salvage net, but no armor and an engine strong enough to break through the thick goo further out. There are lots of valuables left behind on the surf floor that the salvage net will enable you to haul. You just need to find the right spots. Goop says Gizmo's devised a cannon for the Googlide, but instead of bullets, it flips quacks, squeaky distractions for the triple attentive porky puff, which will give you time to get yourself in position. The best way to find quacks is to talk to Gulp. He has the bearings of the surf archipelago and knows where the quacks like to float. This means you'll have the privilege of visiting Gulp in the Sinky Dink. He'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find quacks. He only knows what's visible to the naked eye. Gulp is not much of a babbler and mostly keeps to himself and his drink. Don't get distracted by all the destruction you can see this time of day. Welcome to the Surf Archipelago, where the horizon rests on the surfy goo. You're poking around Pokbur, a prime village. This here is the Sinky Dink, home of Gulp, at the very least. Let's see.
Ja.
Wants you to understand the fate of the Tree of Life is our fate.
Fairy tale.
Says talking to you was interesting. Talks about the merchant at the Dopdu shop who charges too much acorns for a box of Edgeoit. Says talking to you was interesting. He's pretty sure he's heard of you before, although the details are maybe a little hazy. He wonders if you have something for him to drink. Says it's both everything you could want and never enough. Says you look like you've got a powerful thirst to do something in this world. Good, bad, not really sure, but it seems like you've been drinking in your destiny and liking the flavor. Wonders if you could take the time to help a man slake his own thirst. You'd be doing him a liquid solid. You're a do-gooder, so you know you want to. Either way, he hopes you find a way to wet your whistle before the world comes to an awful dry end and leaves us all thirsting for more. Says life's like a mystery drink. Sometimes it's amazing, and sometimes it's awful. But either way, you can't stop drinking till you're dead. Sure, that's the point. But you can't stop trying new ones, or life gets dull. Wants to raise a glass to you getting the world fixed up a bit. Respects how you always try to help, no matter that the world's fate is hard to swallow. Sees why you joined up with the Myriad. They like a peaceful drink, just like you. Says he sells them drinks. They mostly suck them down on their own. But who cares about them? Says you'd be as bummed out as him if you came for the hot stuff. The Glugmocker, Nimhimbibble, and his favourite radium syrup. That one's even more intoxicating now, aged in truck tankers and all. Without a drink, and radium syrup especially, he can't move, much less think, as the power of his mind is directly proportioned to the quantity of syrup he swigs. That's why he's called Gulp. The drink helps him forget the state the world is in, but it only lasts until tomorrow. The world is still doomed, even if the sun goes up. Figures the real problem is finding something to drink. He wants you to know he has other interests too. He's the Surfipelago's self-proclaimed ornithologist, for example. There are other ways than a cold drink to relieve stress, even in these dark times, and, fortunately for you, he can help. Watching Pippi's flap is calming, but better yet are the ones you can look at and touch, like quacks. Squeezing them is a great way to relax. They're better at floating than flapping, so you should be able to net a few without growing yourself a pair of wings. Yeah, the future is in your hands, so take care of it. Let's see. Says the tribe Sifu sent them here to help defend against the rival tribe that's been terrorizing their village. Isn't sure how long the village will last if it continues. As if the plague ruining the land and destroying the crops wasn't enough to bring the village to its knees already. It's troubling that the rivals believe their reign of terror is actually going to lead to a better world. The Sifu asked you to help, and that's what you must do. Says your toy bot looks like it needs lots of sparks. Remembers you as a quiet kid. Grateful you got over that. Wishes you goodbye. The Sifu asked you to help, and that's what you must do. Thinks Myriad and Lotus would make a tough match-up these days. Says Goop is great, for someone who has goo between his ears. Understands completely. The Sifu asked you to help, and that's what you must do. They need your protection and help to restore their village. They need your protection and help to restore their village. The Sifu asked you to help, and that's what you must do. Wonders why you can't see how pointless all your efforts are. Shines happy that the myriad can count. Says you're welcome back. The Sifu asked you to help, and that's... Didn't have much else to say, so no problem. Let's see. This place is wonderful, but this isn't a vacation. Ah, plastic scrap like that always comes in handy. This is turning out to be quite an expedition. Daytime is the best time to get things done.
Das right.
Luietu faluine.
Wonders if Goop's so good.
Aviu ruoguru.
Blaster faster. The Quack Hollow. It's just lonely. The tribes need some... Oh, it's locked. Couldn't just be open, eh? There are tough times ahead, no matter where you go.